Hey guys, okay, so got this here craftsman. Not sure of the year. It's, I don't know, somewhat newer, I guess, compared to some of them I work on. But this was given to me last fall, and I just put it aside till now. And what the deal is the motor's, well, I should say this, it's supposedly seized. Now, I've got the handle already held down, the safety brake, and so when you pull the rope, you get nothing, right? So I thought, yeah, she's getting seized all right. So I just shoved it away for a while until now, and so, but then when I was washing it, and I was kind of washing underneath, trying to wash out some of the garbage from under here. Let's see if I can bring you guys down. See if I can raise the table some. So you can see the blade there. So I noticed when I was scraping it out and whatnot, there I can turn the blade by hand. So there's a whole bunch of stuff wrapped around the blade adapter. Get to that later because I don't even know if this is savable. But I just thought that was weird. Why I can't pull it by hand with the rope, but I can move the blade by hand. So I'm thinking there's something up with the bring it back up. Something going on with the recoil here. That's what I think. Is that all? Okay. Where to put this? Oh, okay. Can you guys see that? Hang on a sec, I'm gonna bring you in. Yeah. The flywheel is, the flywheel is broken clean in half. But then why, if this is loose here? So this nut must be loose. The flywheel is completely busted in half. Well, I can practically lift it right out of there. I mean, can you see this? So why can I'm gonna try to lift it up so I can. Oh, I see. I was just wondering why I could still turn the blade. It because this is loose, it's just spinning in here. So, was somebody in here first, or why is this loose? Or maybe it just came loose when whatever happened. Of course, I don't know. Maybe there's a bent shaft yet. We don't even know. I've never seen anything like this in my life. It is just busted. I'm trying to search for the flywheel key. See if it was sheared at all. Well, it's not even here. Well, I guess that's why it was loose, maybe, is somebody was in here first before us, the person that gave it to me. That would make sense, but he didn't say anything about it. But I could see him messing around with it. It looks like it must have hit the coil. You guys can see that, I think. It looks like it's been pushed that way, on this side anyway. Huh. Doesn't look like it was hit at all. That's got to be it. Somebody was in here and then just left that nut loose for whatever reason, I don't know. Well, that sucks because I think I just got rid of all my scrap last fall. And I think I put all these... Ooh. I think I put all my flywheels in scrap. I didn't think I'd ever need a flywheel, I guess. But I got some for quantums and all them. I don't know if they're the same. Where's the other side of it? I don't know if I really doubt it, right? They kind of look like this, but I really doubt they're the same. Wow. Oh, man. I've never seen anything like that. Broke clean in half. Sorry, I'm obsessing here. Okay. It's dark. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. I'm gonna have to go dig around and see what I can find. I hope I didn't get rid of everything I have for these engines. I think I still have one out there that might have a bent shaft in it and still has all the parts on it. So hopefully we'll come back to this, okay? So hang on. Alright guys, so you probably figured out because the engine's off of the deck that there was another problem, and of course I was right. It's got a bent shaft, and I don't know if you guys can tell just how bad it is on film, but it's been about a half an inch. It's really bad. So hang on. All right, so I did find a quantum in my pile of stuff. It's kind of buried, been in there since who knows when, but apparently when I took this off whatever deck it was on, the heads broke off of the bolts, and I had to drill them out, retap, and all that stuff. Then I wanted to put a regular carb on it, or not a regular carb, but a more modern one with the choke, the one pole choke deal. And so in my parts I had the whole muffler set up with the what do you call these things? Move with the temperature. Once the muffler heats up, pulls the choke off like that, and all that good stuff. So I had all that set up, so I put that on here. And then I didn't have the spring, the return spring, or the little black tab that screws on with the carburetor. So I flipped this little piece up here and drilled and put a self-tapping screw in it, a longer one, and hook that to it, and then put that little rusty old clip in there to hold it, make sure it doesn't come off. So that's just a return spring. So I think that's pretty good right there. It should work just fine. So I have some other hurdles to jump through on here before we give her a first run, so I'll be back. Okay guys, now it didn't take you long for the whole experience, just because I kind of wanted a shorter video, and you know, it's just, it gets kind of boring listening to me talk and yammer on. So I've got the oil changed and the blade sharpened. And one thing I also had to do, I had to cut the opening in the blower housing a little bit bigger for that wind vane. So I'm leaving the filter and stuff off for now. Just so I can see if the chokes, that spring I put in is gonna work okay. So let's get it down, put some gas in it, and fire it up. All right. Also, I couldn't find a little cover that goes over here, so I guess it just is what it is. So, okay, we're ready. Okay, the choke is not pulling off, so that spring must be a little too much tension on there. So I guess we'll have to dig into it a little bit. Put either a different spring or kind of stretch this one out maybe. And I think the RPMs have to come up too. So we'll see after the choke is remedied. All right, guys. So what I did is I just kind of stretched that spring out a little bit, and I did run it again to see if it would pull off when it was started, and it did. And what else I do? Oh, then I let it sit and cool off, and seeing if it would return to normal. That return spring would actually return it like it's supposed to, and seemed to work good. So we're gonna work on the RPMs now. I did kind of tweak them a little, but I think they do still need to go a little higher. Now I don't have an RPM gauge like like everybody else seems to have, so I'm just gonna have to go by ear, man. Old school. All right. So I wish I could have found a little better top, but you know, it's not too bad. The color is a little different. The deck itself is fairly new. The quantum on there, I changed that blower housing, but the original blower housing said it was a 99 quantum, 1999. So, you know, it's a good one. It's a good engine. Nothing bad to say about quantums, man. They're good stuff. And I think with inflation the way it is, I think I'm going to charge $100 for this. Normally it would have been 75 or so, about 65, 75. But I'm going to shoot for 100 and see what happens. And if I get talked down, I get talked down, I guess. Pretty easy one. Guys, let me know what you would charge for something like this. Curious to know what you guys think. All right.